They demanded my guest list, so I triggered a federal investigation that cost them $89,000. I'm Robert Davis, 58 years old, retired fair housing attorney living in Meadowbrook Estates, Virginia. I check my mailbox and find a certified letter from the HOA. $2,500 in fines for unauthorized guest violations. I read it twice, trying to understand how my family visiting for Thanksgiving, my colleagues from the legal clinic, and my daughter's friends from college all got flagged and penalized. I call the HOA office, and Patricia Henderson answers. She's been on the board for 15 years. She says I need to submit the full guest list within 48 hours with names, addresses, and relationship to homeowner, or they'll add $750 in legal fees and file a lien against my $400,000 home. I ask why. She leans into the phone and says, "People like you hosting those visitors, you're destroying our family-friendly reputation." That's my last straw. I remember something important. I spent 25 years prosecuting Fair Housing Act violations before I retired last year, but the law didn't retire with me. At midnight, I pull my case files, make one call to my former paralegal, and send 2 emails to HUD's regional office with 3 attachments: the HOA demand letter, the fine notice, and the lien threat. 72 hours later, federal investigators contact me wanting every document, so I send them everything. The HOA's own records showing 5 years of violation notices. Every single one targets homeowners with ethnic last names, and every single one questions their guests' national origin. The pattern is clean and the evidence is hard. Fair Housing Act Section 3604B prohibits discriminatory practices based on race and national origin, not just of homeowners, but of their guests too. The investigators visit the HOA office, subpoena the board meeting minutes, and interview 12 homeowners while Patricia's attorney tells her to settle. 73 days from that first letter, the consent decree arrives with $89,000 in HUD penalties paid by the HOA, plus 12-year federal monitoring, mandatory fair housing training, and annual compliance audits. Patricia resigns along with 2 other board members, and the management company drops them entirely. My fines, voided. My legal fees, reimbursed. My guest list, nobody asks anymore. I host Thanksgiving again this year with 15 guests across 3 generations from 4 countries of origin, and I don't submit a single name. Tell me, who protects your neighborhood now? The bullies who demand lists, or the homeowners who know their rights? Ever had an HOA cross the line? Drop your story in the comments.